We can call a national emergency because of the security of our country. Absolutely. No, we can do it. I haven't done it. I may do it. I may do it.
As the shutdown stalemate over border wall funds continues, President Trump is threatening to declare a national emergency to get his way.
I may declare a national emergency dependent on what's going to happen over the next few days.
In doing so, Trump would bypass Congress's constitutional authority to appropriate funds and instead use military funds to construct the wall. The proposal has brought up questions over just how far the president can extend the executive branch's emergency powers and just what qualifies as a national emergency.
Other than this president, we really haven't seen the use of emergency powers or their declaration of an emergency around an issue of immigration. The emergency tends to be pretty clear for all to see, right? One is a natural disaster. A terrorist attack, a major one, could be a national emergency of sorts. These are emergencies that are clearly defined. They're also often limited in duration. They rarely involve sort of widespread appropriation of funds that have not been authorized for that purpose.
Trump's supporters and aides are trying to publicly build the case for a border emergency.
A genuine humanitarian and security crisis at our southern border, a bona fide emergency, an undeniable crisis.
But unlike disasters like Hurricane Katrina and 9/11, many critics contend that the situation at the border doesn't rise to the level of a national emergency.
Where's the emergency? You have to establish that in order to do this.
This president doesn't have the power to declare an emergency and build a multi-billion-dollar wall on the border.
Others say that even if Trump does enact a national emergency, he faces a legal precedent from President Truman's administration in the 1950s. Back then, the Supreme Court ruled against Truman's attempt to nationalize the steel industry during the Korean War.
What Jackson said in that case, Supreme Court Justice Jackson, is that the president's authority is at its lowest if Congress has prohibited a certain act. In this case, I think it's relevant in the sense that, well, if Congress refuses to give Trump the money for the border wall, that is arguably a prohibition, right? It's a refusal.
An emergency declaration would be ripe for legal challenges on that front, as well as overusing military funds on domestic soil, seizing private property along the border, and the environmental impacts of a border wall. But with Democrats in control of the House and campaigning for 2020 already kicked off, Trump appears to be dug in over building the wall this time. And a national emergency could be his way out of the shutdown without appearing to give in to his critics.
This is potentially a last-ditch attempt to do it, to get this border wall built, that he's really been locked into since he started his campaign when he started chanting "Build the Wall."